It was not just televised. It was streamed, caught on cameras with diverse pixel capacities, mounted on different gadgets, showing varied angles, all culminating in one story, a story we shall tell.
This is what it looks like right now.
These men terrorized Kalou for weeks during the Member of National Assembly by-election campaign period. Then,
they are leaving.
On the voting day, they upscaled their terror multiple times. They walked with various types of firearms, brandishing big guns, assault rifles, pistols, name it. They had tear gas canisters.
And they are masked.
They had tasers. They handcuffed people, their victims. Bulky jackets were a signature in most of their outfits. They covered their faces in balaclavas. They attacked citizens, attacked and injured innocent voters. They targeted journalists. Or better stated, they targeted the evidence the journalists carried. The government says it is investigating them, that it does not know who they are. But our investigation does. The queues snaked in and through polling stations, making it unmistakable that it was voting day in Kalou constituency, Nyandarua County, July 16th, 2026. A lot stood out, from the long files of citizens out to vote, the sheer effort put in ensuring as many as possible, young and old, voted. But these were easily dwarfed by the brazen, open, unmitigated spate of violence and intimidation meted on the people, on voters, and on journalists. And woe unto you if you had a camera rolling and was spotted.
Nasema shida ni nini?
Chukua hiyo kwa mfuko. Iko kitu kwa mfuko. Iko kitu kwa mfuko. Basi wewe, ona hiyo. Hiyo mkono ingine. Wacha. Toa hiyo yote. Bora yote. Hingine baba mwingine iko hapa, ziko mbili tu hapa. Nimepea simu tatu. Na kwa power bank na hii simu mbili iko hapa tu hapa chini. Ingiza mkono hapa boyo. Hapa chini, hapana. Mtangulie. Twende ile ingine huko.
Through all their actions, the dreaded men appeared keen on achieving something very specific. They were visibly bidding for someone. But who? A candidate or a higher power? They targeted polling stations, particularly those with huge populations. The voters stood their ground, some openly confronting them. Others blocking access to polling stations. As a result, shots were fired. Tear gas canisters were lobbed. Peace was pierced through, shattered, and trampled underfoot. Friday, July 10th, 2026. Mawingo, all Kalou constituency. It was our first assignment inside a campaign rally in support of the United Democratic Alliance UDA candidate Samuel Mushinanyaga, after weeks of receiving and observing complaints from residents about alleged voter bribery, inducements through government projects, and politically motivated violence. We arrived shortly after 8 a.m. The morning was cold. A thick mist hung over the rolling hills of Nyandarua. Attendees slowly converged at the venue. But long before the politicians arrived, something caught our attention. Several lorries began arriving carrying water pipes. Residents told us the pipes were intended to support water connectivity projects in the area. The deliveries came amid heightened political activities in Kalou, where development projects had become a dominant feature of the by-election campaign period. As crowds continued gathering, a convoy of vehicles carrying political leaders and their entourages began arriving. Among them were a number of vehicles whose registration numbers were either removed, concealed, or had the letters and digits altered. As the vehicles drove towards the venue, moving past the people lined up alongside the way, some occupants hopped out and melted into the crowd. At first glance, they appeared ordinary. But our cameras would spend the entire day tracking them, where they moved, who they spoke to, the signals they exchanged, and the roles they appeared to play throughout the meeting and beyond. The rally was spearheaded by Laikipia East Member of Parliament Mwangi Kiunjuri, who made an emphatic appeal for residents to support UDA candidate Mushinanyaga. The meeting came just a day after IEBC chairperson Erastus Ethekon publicly warned that violence and political intolerance could force the commission to postpone or even cancel the All Kalou by-election. It also came days after a widely circulated video emerged in which Nakuru Town East Member of Parliament David Gikaria spoke about spending 1.2 million shillings on a campaign event.
I had to go home and get another 800,000. Jana peke yake hapa kwenu nilitumia 1.2 million.
But while speeches were taking place at the front of the crowd, our attention increasingly shifted elsewhere, to the men moving quietly around the gathering, and to one vehicle in particular, a black Nissan X-Trail. It had no visible registration plates, but had some distinctive things to it: its rims. An antennae mounted at the left front around the junction between the windscreen and the bonnet. Then, the individuals associated with it. At one point, our cameras captured a man opening the vehicle's boot. He was dressed in a jacket and carried a sling bag across his chest. An earpiece was visible. Moments later, several men approached and engaged him in a conversation. Some carried walkie-talkies. Our cameras followed him throughout the day. From this point onward, we refer to him as a sling bag man. The details matter. His shoes, his sling bag, his earpiece. The maroon jacket visible inside the Nissan X-Trail's boot, because these details would become important later in our investigation. As the meeting progressed, our undercover cameras captured what appeared to be the distribution of money to attendees. Women were directed into lines. Our hidden cameras recorded individuals receiving cash. The recipients were grouped into threes and given 1,000 shillings to share among themselves. If this was divided equally, each of them would receive 333 shillings. The cash handouts did not leave out the elderly. Here you see old women on the queues. Men, young and old as well, were instructed to sit on the grass nearby. They too were given money. Our undercover cameraman was positioned close